Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to rank my favorite RC car kit, the Tamiya TT02. It is relatively inexpensive, easy to build, there are lots of bodies to choose from, and a ton of Tamiya and aftermarket hop-up parts. It's a great value in that it comes with a motor, electronic speed control, ESC, and a polycarbonate body right out of the box. I think it's the perfect first RC car kit if you're looking to build one yourself. So today I'm going to rank what I think are the different types of TT02s you can buy. Most of them are the very affordable ones along with some special variants that make them very unique. I will also share with you what my favorite body for each one is. Alright, let's not waste any time. I'm going to start with the TT02 that have a production car body. These are 110 RC versions of cars you might see in the street. There are so many to choose from right now, I don't know exactly how many. I'm sure you're going to find something you like. Some of my favorite ones are the Honda NSX, Porsche 911, Toyota Supra, and the Subaru BRZ. My favorite street car body right now is the Honda NSX, or here in North America, the Acura NSX. I rank the TT02 with the streetcar bodies in the B tier because I think the streetcar bodies are more for show, putting it on a shelf, than it is for driving the RC car. Next, I think the TT02 with the GT bodies are a lot better. They have special liveries, they're lower to the ground, and they usually come with a spoiler. And a spoiler makes a huge difference once you start going faster. A lot of the streetcar bodies have a GT racing counterpart, like the Ray Briggs NSX Concept GT, Porsche 911 GT3, Toyota GR Supra GT500, and the Subaru BRZ R&D Sport. The chassis built is exactly the same, but the bodies might take a little longer to put together because of delivery decals. My favorite GT body right now is the Raikiri. I just like the shape, the colors, and its aerodynamics. I rank the TT02 with GT racing bodies in the A tier. I think if you want to go fast in the long run, you're better off with a GT body than a streetcar body. Now next is probably my favorite TT02 type, and I would recommend this to anybody who's looking for an all-around fun car for any surface. While the street and GT cars are perfect for paved surfaces, the rally type bodies are a little bit more versatile. They're a little bit higher off the ground. And they also come with rally tires that can be driven on-road and off-road. My favorite TT02 rally body is, of course, the 1999 Subaru Impreza Monte Carlo. I just love the Subaru colors and the livery. I have a build series on this kit, and I'm going to leave links to every TT02 I've worked with down in the description below. I rank the TT02 with rally bodies in the S tier. If you're not sure which one to get, I would just go with a rally body. They're going to be fun wherever you take it. All right, next is something a little bit more specialized, and that is the TT02B. This is a buggy version of the same chassis. It has longer shocks, a wider stance, and spiky tires. Otherwise, the chassis build is exactly the same. I have a build series on this car as well as some dirt driving videos. If you're primarily going to be driving your TT02 off-road in dirt, gravel, or whatnot, then pick up the TT02B. But remember not to run this on paved roads or those spiky tires will wear out very quickly. For the TT02B, there are only two bodies to choose from, the Plasma Edge 2 and the Neo Scorcher. I rank the TT02B in the A tier because it's so much fun. If you watch the series where I run around the track with it, you'll see that it handles well. You can make different adjustments to make it run the way you want. There's some shock power and shocks pop-ups you can get, and I think this would be a great candidate for a brushless setup. All right, next is the TT02D Drift Spec. It is meant to be driven like a RC drift car. The problem is RC drift enthusiasts will tell you that it is not rear-wheel drive. It is the same shaft-driven four-wheel drive train as the other TT02s. It does come with a different brush motor and hard plastic tires right out of the box. Some drift spec kits like the RX-7 even come with a LED light kit. You can buy a rear-wheel drive conversion kit for around $70. When you add that together with the price of the kit, you might as well buy a purpose-built drift car like the Yokomo SD 2.0 or the MST RMX 2.5. There's a handful of drift spec bodies to choose from. It's really hard to pick a favorite. I have a build series of the TT-02D Drift Spec with the same orange super body. I like the RX-7 as well, but if I had to choose one, I would pick the Nismo R34 GTR. I rank the Drift Spec in the C tier because I just don't think it is much of a drift car. I think if you really wanted a RC drift car, you should look elsewhere. If you already have a TT02 and you want to do the rear-wheel drive conversion, that's a different story. You would need to buy that kit and some hard plastic tires, and then off you go. You might have a good time. Next, I can tell you up front is my least favorite TT02 variant, and that's going to be the TT02T, like this sand shaker. This is the only truck body I've ever seen. It has been discontinued. I bought mine from an online dealer in Japan. Don't buy this unless you're going for a complete TT02 collection. And obviously, I'm going to rank this in the lowest tier. Just stay away from it. All right, the next two are racing variants that come with only the chassis. You have to buy all of the electronics yourself, plus a polycarbonate body. The first is the TT02RR, and I'll read the description from the Tamiya website. This RC model assembly kit is a tuned variant of the TT02 shaft-driven four-wheel drive chassis. Bristling with option parts, oil-filled gear differential units offer a near-infinite set of possibilities. Adjustable front and rear upper arms allow alteration of camber, while the hard lower deck is molded in a stylish blue. Also in the kit are aluminum propeller shaft and rear upright components, high-performance CVA oil dampers, 10-spoke wheels, medium narrow slick tires with inner sponges, and full ball bearings. If I was looking for a racing variant, I would actually go with the next one, which is the SRX, but I have seen some YouTube videos of someone using the Type-SRX for speed runs, and the results were very impressive. He actually got it up to over 100 miles per hour. I'll leave a link to that video as well. So again, in my opinion, the SRX is better, but if the RR is the only one that is available, then it's a pretty good start for a race car. So I'm going to put that in the B tier. Next is the one I was talking about, the TT02 Type-SRX. This is the kit you want to pick up if you want to join a club race at your local track. Again, I'll read you the description. This kit sees the versatile beginner chassis TT02 paired with a host of hop-up options and other parts to raise its racing ability and tunability. The efficient drivetrain employs a front direct coupling and double cardan shaft drives with a rear oiled gear differential. TRF 420 design suspension arms give great feedback during your drive, and the rear suspension can be fine-tuned via its adjustable mount. Its 27-tooth pinion and 68-tooth spur gears give a gear ratio of 6.55 to 1. This chassis kit was fun to build. I see so much potential for the Type-SRX for racing. For both the RR and the Type-SRX, I would definitely pair it with a GT body. And of course, for me, it's going to be the Raikiri. And I'm going to rank the Type-SRX in the A tier. It's quite a bit more expensive, but I think it's a great out-of-the-box race car. Now, I almost forgot about the next variant, which is the TT02FT quad track. It has 4 individual tracks instead of wheels. I bought the Landfrieder quad track kit when it first came out, but I haven't built it yet. I'm not looking forward to building this because you have to build the tracks individually and you have to do it 4 times. I may never build this kit. I may just keep it in the box and see what happens in 10 years. I'm going to rank the FT in the C tier. It's quite a bit more expensive and it's going to be more difficult to build, and you're really limited to the surfaces you can drive it on. All right, the last 2 are not TT02 chassis, obviously. I included them because you might see a touring car body you really like, and it comes with a TT01 chassis instead of the TT02. I'm not a big fan of the TT01 chassis. I think the TT02 tub chassis layout is better than the TT01. I think the TT02 is easier to build, lots more bodies to choose from, and a lot more hop-up parts. I have a build series on a TT01 as well. I'm going to rank the TT01 in the C tier. Again, you have a lot more options to choose from with the TT02. Unless the body you really like is only on a TT01, I probably wouldn't buy it. Now, I'm going to contradict myself right away because the only exception are the Eurotrucks. The Eurotruck kits only come with the TT01. If it came with the TT02, I would only buy that. But the Eurotrucks are so much fun to drive and race that I would put up with the TT01. It's going to take you longer to put together the Eurotruck bodies. There's a lot more liveries and more parts and pieces, but I think the results are worth it. The bodies look really nice, and if you have a local track that races the Eurotruck class, I would definitely give it a shot. I think the Eurotruck class is so much fun that I'm going to put it in the A tier. In my opinion, the TT02 with the rally bodies are the best choice, but you also can't go wrong with a GT body, the Buggy, the SRX if you're looking to race on the track, and the Eurotrucks. I would think twice about getting a street car body unless you plan on only driving a little bit and then putting it on a shelf half the time. Again, I think as a race car, the SRX is better than the RR, but I have seen speedrun videos using the RR. I would completely stay away from the Drift Spec quad track, the TT01 with touring car bodies, and absolutely do not buy the TT02T truck unless you're just going for a complete collection of TT02 variants. All right, those are my rankings. I'm going to leave a link to this tier maker so you can rank the TT02 variants yourself. I would love to hear what you think about my rankings. Leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.